We're talking about The Gates, the hottest song of 2025. Five, yeah, there we fucking go. We have the intro with the riff going like...
First thing was the because the first thing you said, doesn't matter what the song is, the first 30 seconds need to slap so fucking hard.
Right.
That it like, if it ends up in your TikTok feed or whatever, that you just get overwhelmed by it.
I wanted to add the because I loved You See Big Girl from Attack on Titan. The fact that it started with a scream was straight up ripped from Bring Me the Horizon, Pray for Plagues.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like, when I used to put like my iPod on shuffle and Pray for Plagues came on, before you could click skip, you would have heard Ollie scream.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, we need to do that as well. Like, it needs to be like, you can't skip it.
Black sheep, where are you? I am lost, tell me what should I do? Black sheep, I wish you knew. I'm headed to the slaughter, and so are you.
Oh, and then we get into the... You wrote that bell melody.
Yeah.
And I then said, oh... And we let a kid sing this, like you just mentioned. Like, a kid needs to sing this like the intro in Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Yeah.
And then after that, it needs to come back as like this massive orchestra.
And that's what we started to work on.
Exactly. So then we had to, like, the massive orchestra climax. And then we never got a kid to sing.
No. But we got Hollywood Undead instead.
Yes, exactly. But that came like later, right?
Yeah,
I think you wrote the synths that we called... Is it controversial?
I mean, you call everything a saw.
I call
Lining us up, but me, I'm not getting stuck. They try dividing us up. I say enough is enough. Cause once they got you, even if you don't want to. Leave the fuck and they stop. You motherfucker will not do.
So then we got this saw. Is it a saw?
Which one?
Yeah,
it's based on a saw. Yeah.
Okay. So that saw came up, and we named it Billie Eilish on crack.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is that controversial to call it that, or...
But no, I wouldn't talk about Billie Eilish.
So it's that saw synth, the wave file is called Billie Eilish on crack. And then we were like, oh, we should get like a crazy person who raps here, but is like known for rapping in metal. Yeah. I loved Hollywood Undead for a long time. Like, we've spoken about me being addicted to World of Warcraft, right? I would jam the living fuck out of Hollywood Undead while playing WoW. Yeah. Like the song Undead while doing Battlegrounds, that shit was crazy. And so yeah, we hit up Charlie Scene. I actually found out, this is really embarrassing, I found out Charlie Scene isn't named Charlie while with him. So I was a Charlie Scene fan.
What's his name though?
What?
What's his name?
Jordan.
Jordan, okay. Yeah, it's not even close.
No. So I was like constantly thinking about Charlie, and I walk into backstage, and he's like, oh, you're here for Jordan, right? I'm like...
Who the fuck is Jordan?
Who the fuck is Jordan, basically? And then I met Jordan, and I'm like, oh, and I look it up on a Wikipedia. It's like, oh, Charlie Scene is the name of Jordan. I'm like, fuck. I look so silly now. But I mean, I don't think I ever named him Charlie IRL, so I'm safe. But if they see this now, sorry. So then I go to Keulen. I meet Jordan. He does his raps there, so on the Billie Eilish on crack synth.
They're lining us up, but me, I'm not getting stuck. They try dividing us up. I say enough is enough.
While he's rapping, he's going like, black sheep, where are you? Danny Murillo walks in, the singer of Hollywood Undead, and he goes like, oh, why don't you sing this? And Charlie goes, why don't you sing this? And so then he did. While he's singing this, Jordan goes like, oh, scream on this, and he gets like everyone, and by the end of it, it's literally all of Hollywood Undead on that part. I mean, not all, but 3. By the end of it, we just have like this really fucking sick part, and where we were supposed to have a kid singing, we now had Danny singing this awesome part. So then we have the end of that rap, and then we have your riff. Is it a chorus? Is it a pre-chorus?
It started as a verse, and I think we made it the chorus afterwards.
Yes.
And then what would have been the chorus, we made like a climactic post-chorus.
Yeah, we
instead.
name it the climax, but it might as well be chorus. I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah, it's just the chorus, but where the orchestral is more of the hook than, and there's no vocal.
yeah, we're real artists. Is what I'm hearing. And I'm pretty sure I went like, we need more orchestra here.
5 times at least.
We need more orchestra. Riffs are boring. Guitars are boring. More orchestra. And then luckily Joost, who's known for like Epica, Powerwolf, Blind Guardian, Blackbriar, all of basically Joost owns
Mr. Orchestra.
Yeah, Mr. Orchestra, but like more specifically, I think he owns like orchestral metal in Europe.
Yeah.
Like fucking all of them. So then he wrote, I think, I mean, I'm sure we had like basic orchestra stuff.
Yeah.
I used my basic like action string stuff and Albion from Spitfire and stuff. But then we show up and like, it sounds like shit in comparison to what he does. You know, like ours are just not as real, not as big, not as, I mean, he, for Epica, literally like composes with real orchestra. So he knows exactly what to do.
Yeah.
And he fixed like a lot of stuff. I honestly, you know, when you listen to metalcore and you can hear like, oh, this is a Symphobia preset. They don't know how the fuck to write orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had that vibe in the song at first, and then Joost
Like the idea
took
was
away that
very
vibe.
clear. Like,
Yes.
honestly, I think we both knew what we wanted to hear, but we had no idea how to write it in like an orchestral style.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. I mean, I can write like, to me, it's like, oh, brass is the big epic, the violins are the cool melody, and woodwind is glue. That's how I see it. But then he goes, oh, but you can do this and that, and blah, 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 and he does this crazy shit, and then everything is like more symphonic than
Yeah.
before. So then we get to the climax, and I think this is where we have like the most challenges, right? Because we don't know if we do a hook or we don't do a hook. Or...
The thing is, like, I think the attention needs to be drawn to the orchestral thing,
Yes,
because it's
100%.
so powerful on its own. But then again, it kind of leaves an opening after all the vocal stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge to make it as full as the vocal parts without necessarily having a vocal hook on there.
Yeah. But speaking of Billie Eilish again, my idea was like, we can get away with this instrumental being the hook because Bad Guys like hook is also just and that doesn't sound big. That's one fucking basic ass synth that doesn't even sound that good.
Yeah.
No offense. Phineas is a great, you know, producer and so forth, but it's like a basic little synth. So surely a massive orchestra playing like a hook is
But the
big
thing
enough.
is, you have to contrast it with like the deathcore stuff that comes before it.
it's fine. It's fine. So then we have the climax, and then we have rapping. Oh, I remember what happened. Your riff, the I put it on a cello.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
and then that was too busy, so I half timed it into and that's what I rap over.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
And then we went into this. Hey, it would be nice if we had this like chopping.
Oh yeah. Then your synth thing. It's like you added a
Yeah.
and I thought maybe either I'm not delivering the vocals well enough, or this is not putting enough pressure on this beat, so I chopped it up, and then it's like and then the breakdown drops.
Uh-huh.
And you added your growls right before it as well.
Yeah.
It's like my growls, your growls. It's like growls go kind of the end of. exactly. Though I don't know if this is going to be compressed enough to sound good. Oh, and then you did the really sick, like during the breakdown.
The sliced up synth.
Yeah, you sliced up the living shit out of that. I don't know if you want to talk about that. Like, how does that work?
I think the initial idea was to have like a very screechy synth in the breakdown because we wanted something very aggressive.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we go into, I think, the intro again, right? Like the breakdown pushes into like a redo of the
orchestral, yeah.
You're like, yeah, stop. Please stop doing that.
I got it.
Oh, and then we go into the part where it's like just all orchestra, which I want to say like 90% is just Joost. So the camera cut, I don't know when.
I'm not going through all of it.
Yeah, I'm not redoing this. So if you missed anything, that part of the song will forever be a mystery. Oh yeah, we got to the outro. You wanted to spam that everywhere. Then Joost was the tiebreaker. But then in your defense, you constantly said, oh, we need to do like a silence here.
Yeah.
And then the impact is way bigger after that. And I kept saying, fuck you. No, we can't do that. And then Joost was like, no, it's a great idea. So he was also the tiebreaker there.
Yeah.
So,
I think it was 50-50 the number of times. Like, we needed a third party to...
Yes, exactly. we needed someone to veto and say, like, you're being an idiot or you're being an idiot. And then
turns out we're both idiots.
Oh. After the we have the fucking final screams.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the credit here. I had the idea of just like re-screaming the chorus basically in all highs, but my highs aren't disgusting enough. So then I was like, I don't know, please save me.
Yeah.
Add some more disgusting highs on here because I myself am just... I'm just a little baby. And then he added some more disgusting highs. Like basically my vocals are like all mids, right? Like it's a higher mid, it's a lower mid, but it's all like pretty mid.
And mine are pretty much either lows or highs.
Yes. Like you can do like the Fry-ish mid.
It's more of a high.
Yeah. I'd say I do like Parkway Drive vocals or like As I Lay Dying vocals. It's like all just mid screams.
Yeah.
It's like hardcore-ish.